Hi, this is Amy with Momma-Builds. Come build with me. So today I'm in my natural texture pack world where I have mostly suburban houses, although I do have some outlining modern houses. I have a 12-story building. I have some like theme holiday houses, just some kind of all sorts of stuff in this particular world done in a natural texture pack. And this house is one of those houses that I did somewhat early on in building in this world, and I was choosing materials that I hadn't really built much with, and I did some weird things that I've never done before. I was just kind of like challenging myself. I was trying to use more brick, um, with it's got white terracotta and then that brickwork, the or stonework, I'm sorry, stonework. And I wanted to have some stonework like up here where the roof line meets the terracotta. I wanted more stonework like here just to make it a little more interesting, break up the white. And then it was also kind of one of my first investigations of having a sunken um, front door, and having like the house come forward. And so it has a lot of ideas that I've grown and that I like, but I was learning how to use them. I was doing maybe too many ideas in one. And this little part here is really just a staircase on the inside, and it was a total afterthought because it's not that big of a house, and I really um, didn't have enough room for a staircase. So let's go in and check it out, and we'll just talk about why I'm critical of it. And I left it because it was a good learning house. Um, but overall, I've never really liked this house. I like the building materials. I like the idea. The execution was just not that great. So let's go in. I do like that it's got a little courtyard here. I like the sunken doorway. So we come on in, and first things first, yes, I do have an entryway, and it's ample in size. Is that this downstairs level has the two levels, right? So this first level is a sunken living room, which feels a little crowded. It's okay. I think the way I did the chairs and the sofas, I don't know. I I definitely like. I want to come in and I want to revamp everything. I'll be honest with you. I want to come back in. I want to open this up a little bit. Maybe change the colors that I chose. But so here we go. So we have our little formal sitting room or living room on this lower level, and then we have the kitchen, which I like where the kitchen is because it's got some nice windows. It's ample in size. It doesn't have an island with the stool seating like I often do, but it's still like perfectly acceptable. It's got a lot of storage. It's got the stove, the sink, the refrigerator, and then this little table right here for like a little eat-in kitchen. So it's perfectly fine. I'm just like, oh, okay. So now once you come in, then you're gonna come up one of these little sets of stairs. There's three of them. This one takes you to a little family room. It's where the TV is, where you could sit, watch TV. Then you walk in front of this staircase that goes upstairs, and on the other side is the formal dining room. I I wanted things to be symmetrical. I wanted to change up the wood type, but I think this particular table is just too big. The way I did the chairs, I hate. So I don't love anything about this house. I'll be honest. I really just don't. So you can come out here. It's got a nice little covered area outdoors. It's kind of small, but it works. It's okay. It's better than nothing. So that's what that looks like. Okay. So it just feels very tight. I feel like I did oversized tables and furniture and tried to cram too much into the spaces that are generally smaller than what I make anyways. Yeah, so I don't know. There's a lot of things I'd like to change. So let's go upstairs, and this is where it gets even worse. Yes, even worse. You come up here, there's this little landing, and then I have doors that are like in the bedrooms, they're fine, but in the landing, it looks like they're up against the wall, which I hate. And then you come in here, and it's a nice sized bedroom. It's really nice. In fact, I could have probably closed this off, got rid of the storage, and made a nice bathroom. But instead, I did three sets of beds, like three doubles. I don't know why I did that. Um, the bedroom itself is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I think I could have used this space a little bit nicer and did bathrooms at least on this level, at least two of them. But so yeah, there's the bedrooms. This is a pink version, just like the blue one across the way. And it's just not. I mean, it's okay. It's just not. I don't know. It's not my favorite. I'll just be honest. So then you come up to the third level. We have another little landing. I feel like I just want to get rid of that. So here's a landing, and then you have two staircases that go up either side. So we'll go up this one first. This staircase brings you up to a nice little bedroom. Now, it's a perfectly fine bedroom. There's nothing wrong with it. And then it has these little door passage to the other side. It's another room, just like the one over on the other side. And it also has its own staircase that comes down to the landing. So, like I said, because this part of the house back here is so small, I had to extend out this awkward, like, weird spot where I could barely fit a staircase, and then I had to do two staircases on either side because it just wouldn't work. And I don't know. I really don't like this house at all. I really don't. Back in the day when apparently I felt like that was okay, like I don't do that anymore. This would all be the white terracotta. I don't know. I would love to come in and revamp this house with the things that I've learned and the way that I do things now and just make this house a little better. I I don't think I'm ever going to totally love this house just cuz the size wise that back portion that's 2 stories, actually 3 stories, is just too small. But anyway, here it is. So this is the suburban house that I never liked, that I kind of took on a little too much. Um, New building materials, new building style, and just some different ideas that were okay, but maybe too many of them all together. So please feel free to like and subscribe. Even though I don't love this house, I'm hoping that it might inspire you, give you some ideas, things that you could do differently, or materials that you would be interested in building with. Um, yeah, so as always, you guys, like, subscribe, have a great day, and keep building.